IBS curable? Watch this video to learn why Western medicine says no, but why that shouldn't stop you from conquering your condition. For the most helpful information you'll find about IBS online, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified every Friday when I post a new episode. If your doctors have told you that you'll have IBS for the rest of your life, by the end of this video you'll understand why they say that, but why it doesn't have to be true. I'm Wendy Leung, holistic health and happiness coach, licensed acupuncturist, and powerhouse IBS conqueror, and I know that your IBS can sometimes make you feel hopeless. I teach my clients how to thrive despite their diagnosis, and now I'm sharing with you too. Your IBS diagnosis story is probably similar to mine. You went to the doctor complaining of a bunch of digestive issues: diarrhea, constipation, excruciating stomach pain, gas, bloating, and then they put you through a bunch of invasive and uncomfortable tests, and in the end, everything came out clean. So if you didn't have Crohn's or colitis or celiac, then you have this thing called IBS, Irritable Bowel Syndrome. You might have even been told that it can't be that bad because there's nothing actually wrong inside your body. So if there's nothing actually wrong, then is IBS curable? Were you told by your doctors that you'd have IBS forever? Let me know by writing yes or no in the comments below. According to Western medicine, IBS is Irritable Bowel Syndrome. The word syndrome refers to a collection of related symptoms, in this case, digestive symptoms, for which the cause is undefined. That means they don't know what causes IBS. This is in contrast to IBD, inflammatory bowel disease. The word disease means that for a set of related symptoms, there is a defined cause and a structural issue in the body. So when your doctors were doing all those tests, they were testing to see whether you had a disease, a structural problem in your digestive system that was causing all those symptoms, like a blockage, a hole, something out of place, or something out of the ordinary. But because they couldn't find anything, they diagnosed you with a syndrome, IBS. Because your doctors can't pinpoint what causes IBS, they have a really hard time treating it. They can give you drugs to help try and manage the symptoms, but because they don't know why those symptoms are happening, they can't do anything to fix it. So as far as your doctors are concerned, you might have IBS for the rest of your life and there's no cure. Sorry. But here's why that doesn't matter. Just because Western medicine doesn't have the answers doesn't mean that there are none. In this day and age, we're so lucky to have access to the wisdom and knowledge of so many different medical systems, some of which date back centuries. I never fully understood my IBS until I studied traditional Chinese medicine, or TCM for short, and acupuncture. And then I had a light bulb moment and finally everything made sense. One of the shortcomings of Western medicine is that it compartmentalizes the body, and specialists are focused on a single area. This can be great because they really know the ins and outs of their specialty, but it's also a little bit like the story of the blind man and the elephant. Do you remember that story? Each of them had a totally different idea of what the elephant looked like because they were only touching one part and they were missing out on the whole picture. The holistic model of TCM recognizes not just that the whole body is related to itself, but that the body is also related to the mind and the spirit. That means that when we look to heal your digestion, we're not just focusing on your gut, we're considering your entire being. Western science is finally starting to catch up as they start to study the brain-gut axis, but in TCM we've known for centuries that IBS is a combination of mental emotional stress and an already weak digestive system. We just call it by a different name: liver invading spleen stomach. So how do you cure IBS? Well, I'm going to save that for next week's episode, but for now, let's recap. The Western medical diagnosis of Irritable Bowel Syndrome means that you have a collection of digestive symptoms that irritate your bowel with no known cause or no known physiological issue. Now, because there's no known issue, that means there's no cure, according to your doctors. But in TCM, we know that the cause of IBS is a combination of mental and physical symptoms, mental emotional stress, and an already weak digestive system. Want to know how you can start getting better right now? Sign up for my free online class where I teach you real solutions to get your IBS under control for good. The link is in the description box below. Also, come join a tribe of women just like you in my Facebook community of powerful women conquering IBS, where I share more tips on how to kickstart your IBS journey to health. If you like this video, please let me know by liking it below and drop a comment with the word helpful and what your biggest takeaway was. And do share this with all your fellow IBS conquerors so we can spread the word that IBS is not a forever thing, and I can help you guys beat this together. I have a ton more stuff to share with you, including more tips on how to kick your IBS to the curb. So make sure that you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified every Friday when a new video is posted.